Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Crash Farming Simulator 2015, where this is the third attempt at this episode. Well, third attempt at finishing this field, so let's hop out of the JCB. I have discovered exactly what the mistake I made was. This and this cannot be returned at the shop. Not kidding, if you put them into the sell point in the shop, which the mod says you can do this, you can put them into the sell point in the shop, they will never ever not crash the game, which is a bit of a problem. So let's get a tether. We'll get the smaller one for an hour, because I'm not entirely sure I'm not convinced this will work, but it's worth a try, so let's just reset that, be a bit quicker. Let's run over to the farm now and go grab it. This way is slightly quicker. So, I have uninstalled, I think, Glimis Calc. It has caused an interesting artifact, being this. I think I may have inadvertently deleted the oats, the oat texturing, at some point, which is not exactly ideal. Everything else on the map still works. I think I've managed to delete the oat textures though. I'll run a test map and see what on earth I've managed to break. In any case, in fact I can test if GMK is still working. It shouldn't be, because it is still working. Nuts. I think it's in the mod desk somewhere. I think I need to go into the mod desk and modify that as well. So yeah, I'm gonna have to fix the map. We'll try and fix the map again. Oh yeah, that gate is insane. I'm also going to take clipping off that gate. I'm going to go into Giants Editor and take... That's not down. Now we find out if this will TED. Okay, so we've just got a load of grass, because that won't TED. And comically, this disables the Xbox controller as well, so let's get rid of that. And what we'll have to do instead is get in a windrower, and we're going to get in the top 1252. I'm going to rent that for an hour. And we're just going to reset the top and the fast track. And then hop into the fast track. That's the quickest way of doing it, because we've wasted almost 4 minutes already doing nothing. So, yeah, as it turns out, I'm gonna have to go into the mod desk and change a few things. I might have to change. I'll fix the map off screen, off camera, obviously. And by the time you see, this will be the third video, yeah. By the time we're back on here to do cultivation, I'm gonna do all the bailing off camera if I need to, and sell the bales off camera as well. So, well, I'll do some of the bailing on camera actually, but by the time we come back, because I'm not going to do any more episodes today, I need to fix the map first. By the time we come back, you won't have done anything. You'll have watched other videos. Hopefully, my other videos. I thoroughly encourage that. But by the time you guys arrive back here in Canada, I will have hopefully fixed the map. Including any mistakes I inadvertently made to break it. I may... You know, I'm not going to fix the map. I'm actually going to move the vehicles XML, which governs... I think it governs all growth stages, which, to be honest, doesn't really matter. I'm going to windrow this up, but I'm going to swap the vehicles XML into the newer version of the map, which is soil mod. and I'm actually going to continue this on the new version of the map. If I need to, I will edit. I'll edit cache in to match. I know I can just copy the save game XML as well. I'm just thinking of how I can fix the map, and the only way I can think of is to actually install Soilmod and get the Soilmod version, then delete this version. So we'll have 2 Let's Plays, both with Soilmod, and that's gonna mean I'm gonna need cows, which unfortunately I can't rent. I'm gonna need to get cows to get manure and slurry so that I can spread it on the fields. So that's gonna mean I'm gonna have loads more work to do on this farm. But it will mean, on the bright side, and the big benefit for me, is that I won't get the weird 1 FPS problem anymore, because it is Gillimus Calc causing that problem. It is specifically Gillimus Calc. It also means I need to go in to check the other map that I've edited. Now that I've discovered this is an issue, and it is an issue, I need to check the other map that I've edited for the hardcore series to see if I've made the same mistake there, and if GMK is actually still active there. That's something that I'm going to have to contend with, but it is something that isn't good. So, this does windrow at least, which is nice. I actually like the windrow texture for this. It looks like a proper windrow. It looks like a proper windrow. It looks like it would if you had actually just cut down a load of alfalfa or green alfalfa, and windrowed it up, which is nice. I'm gonna somewhat intentionally miss that section there and actually gather in. I think these 2 windrows should be able to combine, and they are, kind of. But yeah, this is going to be me windrowing for the next probably 10-15 minutes. Definitely in this episode I'm just going to be windrowing. I would get a cultivator and start working on cultivation, but I'm actually going to change map before then. I'm going to swap over to the newer version, just swap save game XML in. I can't. I'm going to copy the text content of the save game XML and the vehicles XML, and swap them into a new map to continue on, which hopefully I'll be able to do. I don't know if the old map and the new map are actually compatible with each other. Well, the current map and the newer version of it, which I'll download immediately after this episode, I suppose, and then edit while I'm rendering. So yeah, things have gone horribly wrong. Oh, this is 2 episodes where I've just discovered that everything with this map is wrong, and it's pretty much all my fault for wanting to use soil mod. Look at how neat that turn was. It was a perfectly executed turn. I'm just going to go up and down the field here now. I could use GPS mod for this because it is re-enabled, but I'm not going to because I like funky windrows. I actually genuinely do like having funky shaped windrows. They just look cooler. I like this map is good. I like this map, but the issue is it's a bit what's the best word for it? Flat and square. It's very, very flat and very, very square. Now I get that in an ideal world farmers will have perfectly flat fields, and in an ideal world farmers will have perfectly square fields, but I don't like maps that have perfectly flat and perfectly square fields. I mean, I live in Ireland where the fields are literally every shape but square. You know, I have seen ovoid fields before. Oval fields, round fields, just fields of every size and shape, and square just feels wrong to me. I mean, I like Bjornholm because some of the fields had rounded edges, but that still felt wrong because they were so square and there was no character to the fields. I just got a message on Facebook. Oh, Arthur's been said to me on Facebook. Oh dear. My mother sent me a picture of a minion, which I'm gonna have to look at in a minute. After this episode, which is halfway through. My mother and my sister are both fans of Despicable Me. Well, I am too, to be honest, but they are completely obsessed with Minions as a result. So I get to see all of the new Minions things. I mean, I don't complain because they're funny, but there's only so much Minion a man can take. And seriously, my mother's ringtone is a minion, or a group of minions singing about bananas or something, I don't know. But it is infuriating, because it's actually her text tone, and it goes on for about a minute. And she's kind of half deaf, so I get to hear the bloody thing going in its entirety, because she doesn't know how to work her phone properly every single time she gets a text. If she forgets her phone, guess who puts her phone on silent? Because her phone is set to automatically remind her about texts by playing the text tone again. Yeah. I've done that so many times where she's been out of the house for like 20 minutes and I've just put her phone on silent because she got a single text. And no, I'm not listening to that song for the next 20 minutes. We've got 51 minutes left on this rental. I'm gonna call it now. I'm not gonna get both fields windrowed by the end of this video. But what I am gonna do is finish windrowing, and if I need to, I'll definitely. I know I won't need to do this, but I will. I will need to do this. I'll change the vehicles XML into the newer version of the Canadian farm. I'll give myself an extra field because of the problems. I'm charging the map a field for me being an idiot and causing problems for myself. But I'm going to take up fields. I'm actually going to take up fields 2 and 3. And I'm going to keep the vehicles as they are. But I'm going to give myself 2 extra fields just to speed things along. And swap into the newer version that has soil mod, which means there's going to be a lot more to do, and I'm going to have fun because this is going to require a bit of off-camera work, which I didn't intend for, just because I need to get GMK out of this map. I will actually try and edit GMK out still. I'll run a test map to see if I can definitively get rid of GMK. Or gonna miscalculate, I'm just calling it GMK for ease. I'm gonna run a test map to see if I can completely get rid of it. I've edited the i3D to, I think, so I thought, get rid of all... I know what the problem is. Oh, I know what the problem is. I forgot to get rid of calc references. What I did was I got rid of manure and solid manure windrow references. I didn't, and I should have, and I will, edit the map to get rid of references to calc. Which is going to be fun because I don't know where it's referenced. But I'm going to have to get rid of references to calc as well. And I think I'm going to actually test in this map, because I can run a few iterations of edits. I think that should fix the problem. I think the issue is that I've still got calc referenced in the i3D and all the XMLs. I haven't edited any XMLs, but the calc is still referenced in the i3D because I didn't get rid of any references to calc. So that might be why calc is still there as a registered fill type. So I'm going to fix that off screen. And by doing, if I manage to do that correctly, it should. Oh my god, I know exactly what the mistake I made was. Oh, when I put the map back into the zip file, which is the best way to load a map. That's not the best way, but it's the best way to load a. It's actually the least efficient way to load a map, to be honest. But it's the best way to not have a fully clogged up mods folder. When I rezipped it, I did something really stupid and actually just copied the map and script folders in. So what I think I've managed to do is I've edited out JMK, and then when I was rezipping the file, I actually edited it back in by doing that. 'Cause I think it might have taken the older versions of the folders as being correct ones and matched the new ones, yeah, so the folders matched. I think that's what happened, so I'm gonna have to do a bit more editing and figure out, number one, figure out where I went wrong, and number two, see if I can get rid of GMK out of this map definitively. Fun times. Fun times. So we got what? 4 minutes left of this episode. We're still windrowing, so we're definitely not gonna finish windrowing in this episode, which is perfectly fine by me. I mean, I've got plenty to do off screen as it is on Bantacow and on here, so I've got the rest of my day decided. I've got other things that I need to do today, but they'll only take a couple of hours at most. One of the things should only take about an hour, so I should be fine. Should. Hopefully. I need to record more tomorrow as well, because GTA 5 is releasing on Tuesday and I want to get some decent game time in there, so I'm going to screw up my sleeping pattern again. GTA 5, because GTA 5. I've been waiting for it for 2 years. I'm not going to not play it for like a full day. Seriously, I'm that insane. I just hope that it runs on my computer, to be honest. I know that Rockstar are very good and have tried to make it run on all as many computers as they can, but obviously there's a limit on how much you can restrict, how much you can put into a game before it just stops running on some computers. I think mine will be borderline running. Maybe. I think mine meets the recommended specs, but what Rockstar sees as recommended might be hilarious. Or hilariously bad, in my opinion. Because I like games looking as good as they can. As long as it looks good, better than Farm Sim, I'll be happy with GTA 5. Let's be honest, this game is not pretty. Textures and all look decent, but it's not a pretty game. I want GTA 5 to be pretty, because it's next gen. Next gen. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know why I did that. So yeah, I'm slightly disillusioned with this map now, to be honest, because of the problems I'm having with it. They're all partially of my making, I will admit, but they're problems that I just realised there's no animation to this windrowing, which is kind of sad. There's no particle effects. Also, I have no idea if a train actually passes by here. So that could be fun if there is a train passing by and I'm bailing or something and up on the tracks. I know there are a couple. I've read from the new version that there are a couple of errors in this map. I haven't seen them, but I've read that there are a few problems. So maybe if I do have to swap over to the soil mod version of this map, it won't be a bad thing. I do know that I still need to fix up another map that really does need to be fixed up, and that might have been the source of, because I do test maps before I actually put them on the channel. I don't do the map spotlights anymore, but I still do kind of download maps from time to time and just hop into them and play them for an hour or so and look around and say, oh, this is interesting, or oh, this is really, really boring. And I'm gonna say right now, there are a lot more maps that to me are very, very boring than there are that are very, very interesting. And the reason I don't like, I'm gonna say this, I don't like most American style maps, including this one. I don't really like this map. I don't think it's fantastic. I think it's good. The reason I don't like them is the flatness. There's no character, there's no character to the land. It's just, well, we got a flat plain here with a bump with a railway track on it and ditches in between the fields. Here's your map. I don't like flat maps. That's why I didn't like Region of Texas. I mean, yeah, you can make it as good as you like, but if the map is primarily flat, I'm not gonna like it. If the fields are all square, like they are here, I'm not gonna like it. And that's just the taste that I have in a map. I mean, it's funny, I like square fields because it makes course play a lot easier, but it does mean that the maps end up looking very, very dull. Because look at that. It's okay, fields 10 and 11 aren't square. 8, 9, 4. Okay, so actually most of the fields on this map aren't square, but it starts off with in an area that's all square fields and all flat. I mean, this entire map is essentially flat, which I don't really like. I'm gonna keep playing on this map because I do think it's a nice map. It's I sound like I'm contradicting myself when I'm really not. This is a nice map, but I don't like it. I don't like how flat it is. I don't like how the majority of the fields are square. But it's a nice map. I mean, it's completely functional, except for that thing. There's some nice features, except for that thing. And there's some nice flats. I actually do. Here's the thing: I hate the ditches between the fields, but I love that they're there because that means I can't just ramp around the place. And I've tried. I have tried. Vehicles just get stuck in the ditches. It means I can't ramp around, which means I don't just do silly things. In any case, I'm gonna end the video here and finish off windrowing, and then try and edit the map so that it actually works. Actually, I'm going to edit the map so that it actually works, then finish windrowing. Because I need to render videos, and that's easiest done when I'm editing maps. Because I do... It's funny, I do actually edit maps more than you would think. Or, well, I don't edit maps much, but when I do, it takes me a little while because I'm not confident around XMLs and i3Ds because they're really easy to break. So I take my time, make sure it's done right. Obviously with this map, the edit I did to this map, I rushed a bit and it wasn't done right. Yes, so I'm gonna slow myself down, read as many lines as I can put up with of the code, and just search for calc everywhere, and double check things to make sure that I've done it right this time. So I've been Rainbow Dave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on the Canadian Farm. Please comment, like, subscribe and all that nonsense. It does help the channel and I do appreciate it. And I have seen, actually have my analytics open in real time right now, so I can tell you exactly what's going on. I'm going to do so. I'm actually going to do that, which causes my screens to go blank. I'm going to move OBS into this window here. And I can tell you the latest video that's gone up is Hardcore episode 20, bigger than I thought. Went live just over an hour ago, an hour and a half ago exactly. and it's got 7 views so far. And right now I can see probably 2 people actually watching the video. So that's what I get to see when I'm not recording, as I check all the analytics and stuff. So, if you're watching the video at 4:30 on, what is it today, the 12th? 4:30 on the 12th of April, I am watching you watch the video. Or that video. It's weird. And there's a possibility that when this video goes live, I'll check the analytics as well and watch you watch this. Because I'm cool. So, next time I'll be hopefully working in a map that doesn't have gonna miss calc, and I'll be bailing and hopefully going on to the cultivation, because I want to try and get the fields done. I am also going to give myself fields 2 and 3. I'm not actually in the game right now, I'm just staring at my Steam page. Staring at my Steam library. So, until next time, stay safe, and goodbye.